Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana. Oh yeah. Tamu sana, yes. Tamu sana, yes. There are a lot of speculations as I talk now that Uhuru Kenyatta might just endorse Raila after all tomorrow. Yes. Tomorrow, June the 1st, 2021. That Uhuru Kenyatta might just endorse Raila after all during the Madaraka Day celebrations in Kisumu tomorrow. We all know, ladies and gentlemen, that currently Uhuru and Raila are on a development tour in some parts of Nyanza province. And then tomorrow, Madaraka Day, they will be hosted by Peter Anyang' Nyong'o in Kisumu County for Madaraka Day celebrations. And during that celebration, Uhuru might just endorse Raila. A lot of speculations doing rounds currently as I talk. There is one senior personality in the name of Mohamed Willie. Mohamed Willie is a very close friend of senior counsel Abdullahi Ahmed. So about 20 minutes as I speak, Mohamed Willie tweeted something through his Twitter handle. This is what Mohamed Willie tweeted about 20 minutes as I speak. Tuesday 1st, 6th, or rather Tuesday 1st stroke 6, Uhuru officially endorses Baba. He's simply trying to say that tomorrow Uhuru will officially endorse Baba. Yes. So that's going to be the basis of our discussion today, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to analyze the possibility of Uhuru Kenyatta endorsing Raila tomorrow or any other time. Whether Raila stands any chance of being endorsed by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. That's going to be the basis of our discussion today. In case you've bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, tap on the subscription button and also on the notification bell. But also I kindly request you to give this video a like. Straight to our discussion. About 5 days ago now, Uhuru Kenyatta hosted a delegation of Nyanza leaders led by Raila Amolo Odinga at State House. And from inside sources or from those who attended, we've been made to believe or to understand that from Uhuru Kenyatta's body language, the way he was talking, he was as if he was indirectly endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga. Yes. And then when they went to share about, I think yesterday, Uhuru made it very clear to the public that they want himself and Raila, they want to take the country back to 1963. And we all know from history what happened in 1963. Jaramogi and Kenyatta were together. And Jaramogi, we are meant to believe, was to assume the leadership of this country, but he refused in order for Kenyatta to assume the leadership. That's what we are made to understand. That Jaramogi was to be the leader, but, or rather he stepped down, or rather he let his chance of leadership go in order for Kenyatta to be freed up, after which Kenyatta assumed the leadership. So Uhuru Kenyatta has been reminding people of that of late. And then there is also one person called David Murathe. You know, Murathe, when Murathe talks, some people always assume they have not heard what Murathe is saying. Murathe sometimes back, ladies and gentlemen, made it very, very clear that Uhuru Kenyatta will not leave power to a thief. That was some times back. Then after months had passed, or after weeks had passed, Uhuru Kenyatta also came in public and repeated the same words, that he will not leave power to a thief. Something Murathe had hinted some times back. And Murathe has also been very, very consistent, ladies and gentlemen, that it's a Mandela moment. And he has been making it very, very clear to everybody that what he knows is that Raila is the next president. Uhuru has been making that, Murathe has been making that very, very clear. And even at a time it was rumored that Raila and Ruto were trying to form an alliance, Murathe made it very clear that as long as Raila will be the president, then they have no problem with that alliance. Murathe has been making that very, very clear. So if you look at what is happening currently, ladies and gentlemen, with all the speculations, whether Uhuru endorses Raila tomorrow or not, I still believe, and I've been maintaining that in this YouTube channel, I strongly believe that there exists an original pact between Raila and Uhuru. Immediately these two people shook hands, there was an MOU. There was a pact. And that pact, ladies and gentlemen, I still believe it's still there. It's still intact. And now with the prevailing political circumstances, ladies and gentlemen, from where I sit without taking sides, I strongly believe and feel that the prevailing political circumstances, even if Uhuru wanted to change his mind about endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga, the prevailing political circumstances will force Uhuru Kenyatta to eventually endorse Raila Amolo Odinga, even if it's not tomorrow. He will be forced by circumstances to eventually endorse Raila Amolo Odinga. Because from what is happening currently, it seems to appear that the deep state and even the President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, they hate, or rather they fear William Ruto more than they fear Raila Amolo Odinga. And for them to stop this man, William Ruto, because William Ruto is growing in popularity, day in and day out. The moment Uhuru Kenyatta still remains undecided on his successor, William Ruto is growing stronger and stronger. And this is working against the handshake team. Because on the other side, supporters of Ruto knows he will be on the ballot. But on this side, they don't know who will be the flag bearer. So that one is playing to the advantage of William Ruto. And as I talk now, it's only about 14 months remaining to the general election. So tomorrow, with speculation rife that Uhuru Kenyatta might endorse Raila, I think it's long overdue. And ladies and gentlemen, the prevailing circumstances will force Uhuru Kenyatta to endorse Raila. Because it seems to appear that out of the handshake team, the only person who can easily beat William Ruto comfortably, we all know and you all know, is none other than Raila Amolo Odinga. Among the current political leaders on the handshake team, the only person who can easily beat one William Ruto is Raila Amolo Odinga. That's a known fact. So the prevailing political circumstances in Kenya might now force Uhuru Kenyatta to endorse Raila Amolo Odinga. And it might be sooner than we expect it. Or it might even be tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. It might be sooner than we expect it. So with this man, Mohamed Welie, just lifting the lead of what to expect tomorrow, there is also this political analyst, Herman Manyora. I think yesterday, he also hinted strongly on something like that Uhuru Kenyatta will endorse Raila tomorrow. Yes. So there has been a lot of speculations about that, ladies and gentlemen. And even without the speculation, Uhuru Kenyatta, from his body language and even from what is currently happening in government, all indicators point to a fact that is most likely to endorse Raila Amolo Odinga. Most likely. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us go back a little bit into 2018, after the handshake. those who were on the know, in fact, made it very clear that Uhuru and Raila had a Putin kind of arrangement where Uhuru and Raila were to share power. Those who were on the know at that time, they made that very, very clear. And now 2022 is fast approaching. And I think Uhuru Kenyatta must now come out in public and make his stand known. Let him declare his stand. And should there be a fallout, let him now have this enough time to mend the fallout. Because they should not wait till when it's too late. Let him now come out as a man and declare his stand. Otherwise, folks, let's leave it there. If you've bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, tap on the subscription button and also on the notification bell in order to receive a notification anytime we upload a new video. If you are watching us for the first time and you are outside of Kenya for the very first time, drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And also, if you are watching us and you've not yet subscribed, tap on the subscription button and also on the notification, and also kindly give this video a like. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.